Welcome to My Point of View. I am your fat and opinionated host here with a very shocking, well, not so shocking report for you all. From what I am being told, the folks over at Fox News, they were issuing warnings to their producers, to their on-screen talent, their analysts, their reporters. They were issuing them warnings not to criticize Dylan Mulvaney during their coverage of this whole Bud Light boycott. Yes, you heard me right. The people who were talking about Bud Light on Fox News, whenever that story comes up during the news broadcast, they are giving warnings that they cannot criticize Dylan Mulvaney, the dude in a dress behind the latest ad that, brought about all of this chaos for Bud Light. Now, in my opinion, that's not fair. That's not fair news. And that is not what I would call equality. If it was a straight person or anyone else, you could criticize them. They criticize presidents, politicians, actors, actresses, you name it. No one is, immune to criticism from the mainstream media, yet they are doing whatever they can to protect this man. And I find that disgusting and despicable because we all know why. And it lets you know that Fox News is not on your side. They are nothing more than opposition that try to pretend as if they are on your side. And this is why I don't really get into politics. I understand that we all have different political beliefs, but I honestly do not believe that we really have a two-party system. I believe that most of the people in Washington are all fighting for a common cause while giving you and selling you the illusion that they're actually opposed to each other. Fox News, the mainstream media, it's the same thing. I've been covering this Bud Light story for a while. And out of all of the news outlets, Fox News seems to be very adamant about calling Dylan a her and a she and using the correct pronouns for Dylan in all of their news articles, which allows me, or it lets me know that in reality, they're sitting here trying to normalize this stuff just like everyone else, while pretending to be on the opposite side so they can rake in whatever money they can. But behind the scenes, from what I'm being told, they were issuing warnings, telling people not to criticize him. Make sure you don't criticize or say anything bad about Dylan during our coverage of the Bud Light. And, that's just, it's like worse than the other mainstream media outlets, in my opinion, because at least they aren't hiding their true intentions. Like CNN and MSNBC and all of these other news outlets, they hate you. And the type of propaganda that they spew. What type of ideology they're backing. So what you're getting with those news outlets. I find it worse that we have Fox News out here LARPing and pretending as if they're against this stuff, when in reality, they're working behind the scenes to normalize this stuff just like basically everyone else. It really lets you know what we're up against. There's no big business or corporation on our side. Not Fox News, not most of these politicians that you think are on your side. They could be in Washington, D.C. or wherever they're at, chirping their little mouths as if they care about what's happening to kids and the mutilation of kids, and they don't really care about that stuff. They pretend to get your support, but in reality, I feel like all of these people are batting for the same team, which is why we're not seeing real change. If we want real change, we got to change the culture, and that's what we're attempting to do with this boycott of Bud Light. But it sucks knowing that even places like Fox News, which I don't align myself with Fox News at all, but it's like even the outlets that you think have some sanity left that are really against a lot of this nonsense, they're just as much for it as everyone else. So you got to be really careful out here, because the reality is, for the most part, we have common people up against the machine. And I guarantee you all, there are a lot of big figures out here that you don't want to believe are part of the machine, but they really are. So keep your eyes open, keep your eyes peeled, and just go ahead and prepare for whatever. But for now, I think all we have to do is continue not drinking Bud Light, and then we patiently wait for another corporation to make this mistake so they can get the same treatment. Let me know your thoughts, though, down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. And as always, remain opinionated.